And today, some beautiful Florida weather. Had a good weekend. I wanted to do some videos, but family time, a lot of soccer tournaments. No hat today because I just came back from the DMV, which is never fun, but in and out of the DMV in under an hour is not too shabby. So life is good. About to go for a run, but we're not here for that. I was just thinking about a little something, something. So as I approach retirement, yeah, don't let the baby face fool you. As I approach retirement, my wife, you know, she wants me to just enjoy life and, be at home. But she's like, look, if you're bored, I am all for you starting up a card shop, do your own LCS. There's nothing around us. We can make it happen. And I started pondering. I was like, do I really want that? I know as a kid, that was like the common goal amongst my friends. We all collected. We loved hanging out at the LCS, talking shop, watching games, trading cards, pack battles, all that stuff you do in the LCS. But now that I'm old, do I want the overhead? Do I want to be a boss? Do I want to, manage employees, utilities, inventory, contracts, allocation? I don't know. I told her if I ever start, look, I'm still love acquiring. I still love collecting. I'm not much of a seller. Uh, so she started laughing. And I told her if I ever get into that realm of possibly selling cards, I'm just going to do it. Go to the local card show, probably call up Fisher Bike and Sticks and Seams, rent a table, split it three ways. And I learned from George Diamond Yard. Just have a sign that says buying cards. So that's my plan, I think. That's my plan to go to these card shows and I'll probably end up buying more than selling. But as I start thinking about it more, because I love room tours, I love um, that's one of my favorite searches on YouTube. Room tours, man caves. I enjoy watching what my boy Godlike Collectibles is doing. Hitman 23 has done. I just love looking at rooms, man caves. Billy Ballgame has a great one, and he's a perfect example. Like, if you look at my man cave, I still want some glass displays. I got unopened packs. I want it to look like an LCS. If that makes sense. Billy Ballgames has a nice glass case. I think he even has some of them priced with the 80s prices from a Beckett, an old Beckett. Um, I love that. I totally love that. And as I look around the landscape of like YouTube, I think the dream from OCS owner to being a content creator is now the new dream. To be the next Jeff Wilson, Jabs, Card Collector 2. I'm not saying it's much easier, but shoot, be your own boss, talk baseball cards, show baseball cards. That's the new dream. To just turn on your phone. Maybe if you want to get fancy, get a camera. And just talk cards, go to card shows, travel. That's the dream. I think that's where it's at right now. And there's different generations of YouTube. You got your 10 plus guys, the 10 years and over. Very rare, Fisher Bike fits in that. I think Brad fits into that mold. A lot of those guys are no longer doing YouTube. age, maybe the times have passed them by. I don't know. I just know back in that day of YouTube, it was a lot more effort than just turning on your phone. You really wanted to be on YouTube. You really had to upload, figure all that stuff out. Um, it's not as easy as it is now. So those are like the pioneers of sports card um, YouTube, the history of YouTube. Then you got your baseball collector, those back pages. When they came on, that generation, small group, um, close knit, it seems. Uh, it was almost like a little club. Like the their community was them. It was just like a frat. It was very, I don't want to say inclusive, but it's almost like, hey, talking to your buddy before, StreamYard and FaceTime was popular. That's basically what it was. You're just communicating through YouTube, showing cards, sending racks, random acts of kindness. It's changed into care packages, but that's what it was back in the day. And it was like a little group of buddies doing their thing, showing cards, talking cards, dropping a little history, knowledge. But that was really it. And as the community became, that club became known and started to grow a little bit, I would say comes my generation. The 5 and over. I got 6 years on. Yeah, 6 years on YouTube. And that's when we started saying, we got to grow the community. It's about the card community. And I say card community, and I'm giving credit. He doesn't do YouTube no more. He needs to come back. But Eric, Classic Cards, was the first person I ever heard card community. And he was the first person to really start doing like content on the regular. He had like Throwback Thursdays where he was opening up old packs. He was a big Angels fan. David Eckstein, David Fletcher, Tim Salmon, all those guys. Super nice guy. Always sending care packages. One of the best guys. YouTube misses him. At least I do. And that was my generation. Trying to build up this community. Turn on the camera, flip it around. You know. But now, man, it's like, look, technology. This is as good as it gets for me when it comes to technology. Turn my phone sideways, hit record, boom, done. But now these cats coming on, yo, they're doing collabs out the gate. They don't even have a year on YouTube. They're doing collabs. They're interviewing people. They're doing regular content. Hey, I'm loving it. It's great. That's the dream, though. I think to get a little paycheck for doing something we're already gonna do. Um, I saw. I'm not gonna say who it was. I was in a live stream. Just I was sorting cards, and honestly I don't remember the live stream. It was maybe a month or two ago, and one of the old school cats were in there, and just said something like, "YouTube is dead." Get off my lawn. YouTube is dead. And in a way, I could see where he's coming from, but I just think it's different. Just like all those generations I was trying to explain, I think it's just different. Things evolve, things get better. It seems like everyone has a podcast. Everyone wants a podcast. A lot of people talk about regurgitation. I just think it's just a lot of people wanting to do the same thing. And so you hear it more often, especially if you're on YouTube a lot more. So I believe the dream has changed. Would it be dope as a kid owning an LCS? Heck yeah, but that's because we don't know any better. as I guess as that reality or as that dream can become a reality for me, because my wife, she's ride or die. She's 100% got my back, and she brought it up. She's like, you can retire, get a little car shop. We can look at properties, like legit. And I'm like, I don't know. I want to retire. Like, I don't want to retire and jump into something else and start from scratch and then make my passion become work. That's just my view. You know, I know there's a lot of collectors, a lot of store owners. One of my good buddies owns a card shop, but he grew up in that. You know, he has a very small PC, but he all the cardboard is just dollar signs for him. So I don't want that to happen to me. I want to acquire cards. I want to keep them. That's just the way I am. So yeah, the dream has changed from LCS to content creator, and I think the proof is in the pudding, man. Just look at YouTube. Every new cat on here, they got dope editing. Like they know what they're doing. It's like a production, not like this mess you guys are seeing. I'm just spitting from the dome, baby. But yeah, that's all I want to say. I missed YouTube for the weekend. It's been a while since my last video, and yeah, I got some cards, but they're downstairs actually, and my monster card is still not here. James needs to pick up the pace. It's like, yo, make some phone calls. I need this card. I'm jonesing for it. But yeah, that's it. Going back to work tomorrow, so you probably won't get another video till the end of the weekend. Go F1. They're in Japan this weekend. Yuki's going to Red Bull. Super exciting. Deservedly so. He needed that promotion, but all right, that's enough F1 talk. Peace out. Go Yankees. Torpedoes away. That makes sense.